What's up, everybody? Welcome to the afternoon dump. My name is Eddie Law. I know no one's on live yet because I just set this thing up to go. But regardless, you guys know I always do one of these when anything happens that's kind of newsworthy. And of course, what isn't newsworthy about Conor McGregor tweeting out, "You about to crash?" Nah, homie. I'm literally staring straight because I got sunglasses on, homie. But I glance down every 5 minutes. Anyway, regardless, so Conor McGregor tweets out that he's done with this, and he, thanks for the cheese, and catch us later, whatever. It's how you doing, Andy? Here's the thing. Here's my first thoughts on it right away. Was okay, some bullshit. He's just trying to get more. He's just trying to hype up the fights more and all this other stuff. He's a marketing machine. This guy could market anything he wanted to, however he wanted to, and it would work. All right. So I thought for sure he's just him hyping up shit and getting people to talk about him. Right? Smart. It's smart depending on what you want to do. Now, what I didn't think about right away was the fact that, if you guys heard not too long ago, this guy João, this Portuguese fighter, died after his fight against one of Conor McGregor's teammates from SBG. And it turns out Conor McGregor was actually at the fight and saw it go down. I didn't think about that and how that could affect a human being, anything traumatic, something like that, especially when it's a fighter watching another fighter go in there, do what he does, and then die. You know what I mean? I've never been there for someone dying in a fight or whatever, in a cage or anywhere in a ring, but I'm assuming that, it's got to fuck with you real bad, especially if they're doing something that you do, that you call your profession, that you call your love and all that. So that's the other thought that I have too, is maybe it's real, maybe it's true, maybe he had enough, maybe he realized he has millions in the bank, zero need to put himself at risk anymore, and enough cash to live out the rest of his days however he wants to, and he probably does, So I wouldn't be surprised at all if this is real. Now, I know Coach Kavanaugh, or John Kavanaugh's coach, he tweeted out about that. Will he be setting up or buying into his own promotion? I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, I think Conor McGregor could set up his own thing and probably be successful at it, I mean, he ran the UFC pretty much for the last few months, or a year almost. Yeah, about a year and change. Basically ran it, called the shots, made interim titles on his own, shit like that. So, hey, you could probably do it. But, but everyone's freaking out. The internet, Twitter's never exploded more, I don't think. I mean, this is even like it's Twitter's lost its mind even more than after Nate Diaz tapped him. You know what I mean? And even more than after Conor knocked out Jose Aldo in 13 seconds. It's a trip. It's such a crazy thing that one tweet just flips everybody's world. Go to every MMA website possible, and it's crazy. Even the BBC are reporting it. Yeah, exactly. And even ESPN's reporting it. Fox Sports is reporting it. Fox Sports kind of has to, but everybody. I think. Yeah, ESPN is on their link. It's one of their top stories. McGregor tweets that he's hanging it up. Now I'm not gonna believe anything until I hear an official word, obviously. And honestly, something we might not even get that because GSP said he was walking away. He never officially retired, and he's in limbo and all that shit. So, it's such a crazy thing to think about. It really is, but. If you think about it, and Andy was telling, when we were talking about this on Twitter, he's saying that, maybe he's not as much of a cunt as we think he is. Maybe he's a smart guy. He's a real smart guy, realizes that he don't need to be doing this shit no more, and he's got enough money, maybe he wants to walk away. That's one side. The other one, that I was thinking about is maybe, and I'm siding more with the whole, maybe he's traumatized a little bit, maybe he just needs some time away, or maybe he really is just done with it, but I'm starting to side with that a little bit. But the other thought I had is maybe he wants more money to fight at 200, and the UFC's playing hardball. You know what I mean? And maybe he's just like, oh, fine, I'll just retire. Like, no, you won't. Watch me. And then he knows it. Conor knows. He tweets anything he tweets out gets picked up by everybody. Go to every website, MMA Fighting, MMA Junkie, the millions that are out there. Everybody has a post on it. Everybody's confused about it. A lot of fighters are supporting him, really, actually. There's a lot of fighters that are supporting him. There's some fighters that are calling him a pussy and shit, whatever you want to think about that. But it doesn't, I don't know. It's weird. It's one of those who the fuck knows things until you hear official word. I don't know. I don't believe, I honestly still think that he's just messing around, UFC won't play hardball with him. They always give him what he wants. It's true, but the money is I think where they get weird about it. But you're right, they probably won't. I don't know. It's weird, man. But every time, the more I think about it, the more I'm citing that this might be it. This might be true. This might be. We got Conor McGregor for a little while, and that might be it for him. He always said he was going to retire young, but he's only like 27, 28 years old. He was talking about retiring when he was 30. He'd still have about 3 years of fighting left. But the more I think about it, the more I think that that one kid dying, man, really fucked him up, and that might be it for him. So let's assume that that he does retire, and that fight with Diaz is off. Okay, obviously off. If he does retire, I mean, do you get somebody for Diaz? There's plenty of notice, plenty of time to pick somebody up to fight him, but it wouldn't be the main event anymore. You for sure move Jose Aldo against Frankie Edgar for the legit title. Obviously, mind you, if it's retirement, you move up Jose and Frankie main event for the real title. Your co-main will be the ladies fighting for the bantamweight championship, Miesha Tate, Amanda Nunes, and in your third fight would be Nate Diaz against whoever if they keep him in there, which they should. But I don't know. Like, one little tweet in the MMA world loses his fucking mind. I will say this: somebody actually tagged me in this shit. I think Helwani was talking to his sources, and he used the word adamant. Basically, that they were very they insisted that it wasn't a fake, it wasn't a hoax, it wasn't a prank, that it's real. And so hey, who knows? I mean, I'm waiting to hear about word from the UFC. For sure, Dave Scholler is losing his fucking mind right now, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Dana White might be shitting himself a little bit, trying to go, oh shit, really? And yeah, it's so weird. It's the reason I love MMA, honestly. You never know what the fuck is going to happen. But this one would be a little bit of a shocker if it ends up being, real. So who knows? Then again, BJ Penn's retired like 4 times. BJ Penn retired more times than Michael Jordan. All right, he's back. He wants to make a run at the featherweight title. Fucking crying out loud. Speaking of BJ Penn, the Hilo is in Hawaii. Hawaii. The Hilo Police Department has opened up a probe. They're probing into the alleged sexual assault that he was accused of by a former employee, saying his girlfriend and all this shit. First of all, I don't buy it for the fact that former employee said that BJ Penn, sexually assaulted his, and he actually tweeted this, his Playboy, girlfriend. Dude, chill the fuck out. And nobody knows shit about your girlfriend. Nobody cares. The fact that you go with my Playboy girlfriend makes me think you're not taking it serious. So. It's all weird, man. Who knows? I'm not buying it yet. I'm not buying it. That BJ. It's weird. Look, disgruntled employees are a motherfucker. Now, mind you, the story is now in the Guardian and the Times. UK is going mental. The world is going insane. Conor McGregor just proved that he fucking owns everything. It's so fucking nutty. It's crazy. I wonder what the fuck's going on in Ireland right now. The US and UK are losing their minds. What the fuck Ireland's thinking right now? Fucking. Everyone's losing their minds over there for sure. You know what I mean? But personally, if he does retire, I'm happy for him. 100% happy for him. Very few fighters leave this sport with 1, their health, and 2, money in their pocket. Very few. Okay? There's a reason Ken Shamrock fought. Okay? At Bellator at 52 years old. There's a reason, was it Dan Severn? I think it was Dan Severn. And fuck, who's that other guy? God damn it. I can't remember his name, whatever. But those 2 guys were going to fight in Phoenix at a celebrity theater, which is a tiny little theater. They were going to fight there. Okay? For bullshit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's, who knows? It's look, good for him. If he retired, I'm happy for him. 100%. Go home with your money, your girl, your family, and your health. You can still walk. You're not shaking. You're not, you're not fucked up from multiple blows to the head and shit. And you're alive. You can do whatever the fuck you want with whatever money you got. That's it. Personally, I hope he didn't retire. I want to see him fight a couple more times. Look, you can say whatever you want about whether you like him, don't like him, but he's a talented fighter. He made the sport even more interesting. You know what I mean? With his shit talk and predicting all the shit he was doing. I mean, I bet against him so many times, And then everything he kept saying kept coming true up until Nate Diaz. And again, I bet against my Nate Diaz. I fucking said that shit a million times. Like, look, Conor might win because the Nate's coming in on short notice, but you can't sleep on a Nate's ground game. A Nate's ground game bit McGregor in the ass. So, but regardless, that'd be sad as fuck to me if it would be sad. I mean, look, bittersweet. How's that? It'll be bittersweet if Conor actually retired. So, is what it is. All the Conor, all the McNugget fans that will freak the fuck out. They'll be. I mean, I wonder. Somebody better fucking check on Fred Kirby right now. Somebody check on Fred Kirby. He might be. Throwing his selfie stick out the window, smashing his phone and shit, shutting down his Instagram. For anyone that doesn't know, look, follow Fred Kirby on Twitter, @Kirby_MMA. And if you can find him on Instagram, I don't know what his Instagram name is, but you can go on there too if you want. And it's just constant flow of selfies from Fred Kirby. If he stopped putting up selfies, I would fucking call the cops in the city where he's at and fucking make sure he's alive. Because goddamn, Conor McGregor retired my fucking mom. Kirby has to shave that ginger growth off his face now. Hey, yeah, exactly. If you guys, again, Kirby has a massive beard that actually looks kind of disgusting. Actually, pretty disgusting. Like, I've let mine go that badly before, but I think I might have been, like, in college when you're supposed to be doing that shit. I'm not sure I would do it again just for fun and shit, but he actually thinks it looks good. And I don't know. We all have theories of what might be growing under his fucking beard. It's not a chin. There's no chin under there for sure, but there might be some shit growing in there, mold, fucking spiders and shit. He's got, spider eggs and shit in there, whatever. But regardless, this whole Conor thing is it's gonna be the talk of MMA for the rest of the week at least, or until the UFC announces something official, or Conor goes, yeah, I'll just fuck with you guys, one of those. But this proves that Conor has the MMA world by the balls, okay? It's like Andy was saying, UK's talking about it, The Guardian, everybody's talking about it. In the US, fucking for sure CNN's gonna have something about it real soon. ESPN's talking about it. First of all, ESPN has been embracing MMA a little more, but they're for sure embracing McGregor, all right? The Irish police are getting shitloads of questions on Twitter about really? Is that fucking real? Because what the fuck do the police have to do? Like, why would the cops know anything about it? Goddamn, you gotta love Twitter. The police, get the fuck out. Not too long ago, the police were looking for McGregor because this dumbass went out there and was pointing, whether it was real or not, a fucking gun at the window and shit. So, and then dumbass took a picture of it and posted it on Instagram and on social media. But apparently, he worked it out with them. It was like, hey, it's my bad or whatever. Which again, wouldn't work for a regular person. My bad would be like, yeah, okay, handcuffs. Check the Guarda Twitter feed when I can. Okay, yeah, when I get home, I'm gonna check that shit. I'm actually getting home in a couple minutes here, but regardless, it's a trip, man. Imagine if John Jones decided to just retire right now. Imagine if, look, let's be honest. I don't think anyone would shed a tear if Ronda Rousey retired. Me personally, I think we would miss out on a lot from Ronda, or at least, one more. I just want to see one more fight from her to see if she improved at all, if she changed anything. But like John Jones retiring would be like, whoa. Conor McGregor retiring would be like, whoa, I mean, who else can you throw in? You could throw DJ in there, but a lot of people that don't understand what the fuck they're watching would be like, oh, dude, Johnson was born anyway, fuck him. I will say this, if Verdun retired, no one will really care. I gotta say that. I would not give two shits. I really wouldn't. I just, it is what it is. The heavyweight division's kind of fucking in, whatever, la la land right now. And lightweight, who's that lightweight? If Robbie Lawler retired, that'd be a sad day, but you'd be happy for him, right? Just for the fact that, he made it. He's been there for so long, finally got to the point where he was champion and making all that, hopefully making a lot of money. If RDA retired, I wouldn't care. Neither would anybody else. Let's talk about that really quick, because I gotta go in a second. But RDA against Eddie Alvarez for the lightweight championship on Fight Pass. Now, Fight Pass has come up quite a bit lately. You got to give them a lot of credit. They've worked that thing out real well. But you're still doing a lightweight title fight on Fight Pass when you were supposed to headline UFC 196. You went from Red Panty Night to Fight Pass, bro. All right, if that doesn't tell you that people don't care to watch RDA, you tell me. Personally, I like watching RDA. He's a violent motherfucker. He's really good at fucking everything, really. and he comes at you and he doesn't stop. Just like he got Cowboy Cerrone, just like he got Nate with the leg kicks and shit back in Phoenix. I saw that one live. I was impressed back then too. But yeah, Conor McGregor retiring would be like, whoa, you know. And now it's not common for fighters to retire, you know, when they still have plenty in the tank, especially not when they're still in the prime of their careers. But you know, it's not like we haven't seen young fighters retire either. So it's I don't know, it's interesting, and I'm honestly looking. I really just want to see if it's true or not. If it's not true, we're back to square one. Some people freaked out. If it's true, I think we see something new from fighters. I think we see a new trend where fighters start to realize, hey, my body's not going to last forever. I have one life to live, you know? And for McGregor, maybe it was that kid dying in there and him watching it happen that shook him up enough to say, hey, fuck it, I got plenty of money, we're good. And maybe other fighters will start thinking the same thing. You know, and they're doing it in football now. Football players, in the last like 3 years or so, 3 or 4 years, there's been a handful of guys that retired at 23, 24 years old. You know, they get that first $2, $3, $4 million, and then they go, we're done, we got plenty, we're out, retiring. You know, no basketball players have done it because there's not a whole lot. You can there's not a whole lot of ways you can really fuck yourself up other than screwing up your knees and your back and shit. But like, there's not a lot of concussions in basketball. But it's it's a trip, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna head out. I gotta go. Yeah, I'm gonna head up. No one else in MMA have that kind of money that will have to keep going. Exactly. People that probably had that kind of money: Ronda Rousey, John Jones, Anderson Silva. I'm assuming he has plenty of money. He's got to, right? I don't know if Demetrius Johnson. I honestly feel like Demetrius Johnson is the most underpaid fighter in MMA. MMA champion, underpaid champion in MMA. Who else has that kind of money? Has that fuck you, I'm out money? I can't really think of anybody else that would have that kind of money. I honestly think Ronda, Conor, and John Jones would be it. GSP has that kind of money, which is why he hasn't come back. Yeah, that's all I can think of. Fuck. All right. Well, maybe this starts a new thing in MMA. All right, fellas. I gotta go. I'll catch you guys out later. Thanks, Andy, for tuning in. Anybody else watching this, appreciate it. This will be on YouTube in minutes. I'll throw it on the page, crossbonesmma.com. The pages is there. I just post whatever. I actually put up a couple articles in the last week or so. You guys want to check them out? One of them was on why why it's our fault that Bellator's a circus, and the other one I can't fucking remember. It's been a week or so I'm out of it. But I put up videos and shit after I tweet out the clickbait free link. Then I put it on the page, and if you want to go to one place to find a bunch of shit, just go to crossbonesmma.com. And I'll catch you guys later. Have a good afternoon, have a good night, have a good morning, wherever you're at. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.